Hey guys, this is SeetherCord here, and welcome to a new video for you guys today. This is a very, not really fun video, kind of serious, but I'm going to try to keep myself in as best of the spirits as I can, because this is definitely a topic that I feel like needs to be addressed, and I wanted to talk about it in full because a lot of it's just been kind of building up today through other platforms outside of YouTube, be it on Twitter or on Discord. And I just need to let it out here in this video because if I don't, then if you pent up all your feelings on stuff, you're just going to explode. Metaphorically speaking, not physically. That would be really bad if you literally exploded. But anyways, let's just get started with the video. Today we're going to be talking about the furry community and how I feel like this fandom just at the end of the day is going to just have some really bad people. I always like to think that for the most part, I feel that furries are good people for the most part. I don't think most of them are bad. I know a lot of people give them shit like, oh, go die, you're a furry, oh, yiff in hell. You know, typical shit we've been hearing online for the past 15 years or so. But I still believe that for the most part, I do think most furries are alright people and they're not evil. But I also have to acknowledge that there are going to be people that are just flat out horrible. I really hate that there's like a fucking plane or there's like a loud ass car that passes by my complex every freaking time I hit record. It's so annoying. And I'm going to explain this today based off of multiple different factors of the furry community where I notice this happen a lot, where we have just people do really scummy and horrible things. So I'll just take today's video to really explain and detail each aspect that I feel has these bad people. So with that all explained and out of the way, let's get on with this very ill-prepared video that's very disorganized. I'm just kind of going off of what's in my brain and letting it through my mouth. Let's begin. So for starters, let's start off again with explaining how it's inevitable that this community is going to have bad people. The reason why I say it's inevitable is because I feel like the furry community is just like any other community online, be it if it's cringy or if it's not, or if it's popular or it's not, or if it's well received or if it's badly received. There's always going to be bad aspects / bad people a part of the fandom or the community. Like, for example, you take Sonic the Hedgehog, you take My Little Pony, you take League of Legends, if you take Minecraft. Again, these communities typically have people that are seen as cringe or they're seen as embarrassing or and such, and it's easy to make fun of them. But obviously, there's going to be good people to them and also bad people. And even for communities that are more positively received, like let's say reaction video game gamer YouTubers or League of Legends or CSGO. Actually, no, now that I think back, CSGO is mostly seen as horrible. I retract that one. Or Overwatch, for example. Like, again, all of these communities online, it's inevitable to have both good people and bad people. And the same thing applies to furries. And again, when it comes to my own take on whether or not you're a good or a bad person, as long as what you're doing online or in a community only affects you and you're not hurting anyone else, I don't care whatever color you are, I don't care whatever age you are, I don't care what gender you are, I don't care what sexual identity you are. Well, as long as you don't like kids or animals, then... And also, the only other thing that I feel like can describe whether or not I think you're a bad person is as long as you don't like the movie Spy Kids 3, then I think you're a good person. If you enjoy that movie, I hate you. Unsubscribe, dislike this video, and never come back to this channel ever again. Now let's move on to the first actual example I feel of people being just bad people in this community. For starters, this occurs a lot on group chat apps such as Telegram or WhatsApp or Discord or Skype or whatever. Not really Skype anymore. No one uses Skype anymore. And these are the people that just go out of their way to harass people online. These people will go out of their way to be involved with raiding clans, and they will, either directly message people based off of if they're LGBT or if they have autism or if they're just a cringy person overall. And they'll go out of their way to just harass them by either, sending them death threats, or they will go out of their way to, call them stupid, or they'll tell them, oh, go die, things like that. And lately, this has been pissing me off because there is this raiding clan that has been raiding my Discord server almost every day at this point for the past couple weeks, and we don't see them as a threat. It's more so just sad because we're aware that these people are pretty much just not over the age of 14 or 13 at all. And it's just more so becoming an issue because it just happens every single day. And there are other servers that they're raiding that people have flat out like given up on that current server, and they feel like they completely destroyed it to where they had to start a new one and start all over again and rebuild that community and server there. Me and the mods on my server thankfully haven't given up yet, and we're still going strong. And more so, we're just going out of pity towards this person. But it's just, it's exhausting and it's annoying. Because like typically when you're dealing with a troll, and this is coming from someone who's been using the internet for about 12 years at this point, but I haven't really had any online interaction for only like 7 or 8 years. What I typically learn about most trolls is that if they harass you or if they bully you or whatever, they typically go off of doing that just to get a reaction out of you. And if you stop giving them acknowledgement of reactions, or if you pretend as if they don't exist, they eventually will give up, or they'll probably immediately give up and just move on to the next person who will give in to them. But there are a few special cases, and this typically is when it comes to them getting to know you a little bit more personally. They will become obsessed, and even if you don't acknowledge them. And in my server, when these people raid, we just ban them instantly, and yet they do it again the next day. Even if we don't give them any form of like acknowledgement whatsoever, if we don't feed the trolls, as the saying goes, they just keep on doing it, and then they'll make more accounts. This person who started this whole raiding clan on my server is at about 14 or 15 Google accounts they've made just to keep getting bypassed the verification process on Discord. It's just mind-boggling at this point, and it really is just more so sad, and I pity them, but I still think it's just an example of people just being horrible. And I feel like it was something I needed to let you guys know about, because even though like this community I've kind of built up is pretty wholesome and positive for the most part, if you come here onto Discord for my server, it doesn't get that wholesome all the time. It's still wholesome for the most part, but there's still a lot of really shitty aspects to it in some ways that I can't control. The next aspect I want to mention is people in this community that typically have power and have influence on other people in this community, and I feel like they take advantage of them sometimes. This can mostly apply to YouTubers, and in this video, I don't want anyone thinking that I'm like calling out anyone specifically. I'm not mentioning names. I'm not directly pinpointing this at a specific YouTuber or person or anything. This more so applies to a couple, not the majority, but just a couple of them. You know, I could put them on a couple hands, you know, count them out. I don't know. But I see these YouTubers that are in the furry community, and they can either instill drama, or they can start a whole drama fest with each other. And I can know from experience, and I've known through DMing them personally, that it was all staged. All these like drama videos that they made amongst each other was all staged, so that way it would get more people to watch the videos and it would get them more ad revenue. And I feel like doing that is really dishonest to your audience, and it could really piss them off if they found out the truth, and it would make them unsubscribe, or they just continue that cycle of drama just because they want money. And I don't know, I just feel like that's pretty scummy in my opinion. Another example of this are people with influence and power that when they have these furry YouTube channels, or if they have any other influence like running conventions, or if they are a well-known artist or whatever, they will probably be at these conventions that they're pretty popular at, and then they'll probably just convince them to do whatever they want when they see them at conventions or at meetups or whatever. And it could be from doing favors to asking for money. It's just a disaster altogether. I've even made videos before about artists or fursuit makers that have promised their people that commission them their commissions, be it their fursuits or their artwork, and they never got onto it. And then the person that commissioned them is down like $500-$600, and they won't refund the money. And then they have to get the artist beware done. And then you have YouTubers like me and other YouTubers that will make videos calling them out, or they'll be posts on social media doing like an artist beware, like, hey, don't commission this person. It's just a disaster altogether, and it's just scummy, and it's not a good way to run a business, and yada, yada, yada. The last type of kind of shady thing I feel like I see people with power do is typically like be it YouTubers or artists or commissioners or people who have some form of like community fan base in this community built up online, and they have either these Skype groups or these Telegram group chats or these Discord servers, and they allow just like shady stuff to go on in there. And then when they get called out about it, like, hey, you're doing some really like shady stuff, be it like scamming people or allowing people to post things that shouldn't be posted. And then when they get called out for it, they delete the chats or they delete the server or whatever. And it's just like, if you have nothing to hide, then why the hell did you delete it in the first place? Again, guys, this is not pointing out a specific person, because honest to God, I see like multiple instances of this happen online, because I do lurk. I do look at like things that are going on with a lot of other people. I just keep it out of YouTube for the most part. But still, it's a problem, and I really don't like the fact that it happens a lot. But again, it's just some furries are just going to be bad people. Anyways, that's going to pretty much wrap up this video for you guys today. Sorry if this is a very not happy video, but again, it's something I really wanted to address because I've just been dealing with a lot of shit on it lately for the past week and a half, 2 weeks, and it doesn't fully keep my spirits down. But whenever I have to get involved with like group chats, or I hear about when I want to collab with some other YouTubers and then I like see this shit going on, it kind of affects me being able to collab with other furry YouTubers, and it's just kind of like blah. So again, it's not a fun video, but I just wanted to mention it to you guys today because again, it bothered me. Anyways, how do you guys feel about my take on some furries just being bad people? Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know down in the comments section down below. If you enjoy my content and want to further help out my channel, make sure you donate to me on Patreon or my Ko-fi. Make sure you smash the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe all together. Make sure you check out the main gaming channel known as SeetherCord Games and the no commentary gaming channel known as Seether Chills. All that will be linked down in the description down below. Again, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I promise you guys the next video will be way more happy and vibrant. But again, sometimes you gotta make videos like this. So again, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.